मेमो कहीं फाइल करना
क्लर्क को कहितली से कहितला दो बोली भूली जाई आई
मते क्लर्क भावंतुनी
कहितली देइनी से
सर मु भी आपन कहितली कोर्ट को आपन रिस्पेक्ट देखिया पड़ियो
आई मे पार्डन
I may be pardoned. Don't treat the court like this. Every day some memo will be filed in the evening around 7 he will come and no memo is filed.
today I have filed.
Where is the memo? Don't say memo. What a befitting conduct show karantu. Gonna file that. The earlier the matter was listed on 5. On 5/12/2023, and it was mentioned by the learned counsel for the petitioner. ना लिखो जो एमती करछन्ती सेमती करंतुनी डेवलप दिस हैबिट्स जहाँ पारले गोटे फाइल कर देले तादर दिचार कोन गाड़ी पकेले जे साइन करछन ता नाटा लिखंतु डोंट ट्रीट द कोर्ट लाइक ए बैंक मैनेजर देखिवे मिसेइबे तापरे कार कोटा सिग्नेचर सेटा सिग्नेचर के करछन
मैं सीनियर बामदेव बराल
अपन को ना धर नहंती की
बामदेव बराल
माय सीनियर बामदेव बराल कोन देखिए ब्रैकेट रे बामदेव बराल तापर आपण सिग्नेचर करिवे कोन लिखले that the petitioner doesn't want to proceed with the matter. So आपण से दिन कोन से कहिथिले what was his statement?
No.
जो बामदेव बराल लिखले तापर आपण सिग्नेचर करन The petitioner doesn't want to proceed with the matter, and accordingly, the matter was directed to be disposed of. However, since the memo, as stated in the court, could not be filed, the matter is again listed to be mentioned today. Memo dated 7/12/2023, signed by the learned, is filed by the learned counsel for the petitioner, Sri Bamodev Baral, through Mr. Goleka Bihari Parida. The memo is taken on record. The petition stands disposed of.
Item 2. I prefer one pass over.
Yes, please. Yes, 3.
I prefer one.
Yes, please. Yes. Passed over.
Item
yes, 3. Yes, 3. Non-appeals for the petitioner when the matter is called. आज कितनी तारीख है जी? आते. List on 12. Yes.
Item 4.
But luckily, Mr. Das, today I think there is no SC.
Today there is no SC.
Today there is no SC. Otherwise, I don't think I would have able to see it also.
Deeply obliged.
No, I don't know. It should be obliged to the my lord sitting in the next room. I don't know. See, कौन सी regular court भी हुए नहीं तंगर. आज ये होची court. चल. So, Mr. Standing Counsel suggested that alternatively you are leaving the courtroom and coming after some time. So I was thinking to suggest my learned brother that so whether you can do that. Alternatively, we will be sitting in one bench. Yes. Item 3 list on non-appeals for the petitioner. 3 Mr. Standing Counsel, Mr. Naik.
I am there.
Mr. Devasis Naik, AGF for the state. list on 12/12/2024. Yes.
Item
23 23.
item 4 taken up for its time.
Mr. Pradhan,
Pradhan.
Saroj Kumar Pradhan for the
Sushant
Kumar Pradhan for the ଆପଣ ଯଦି ସୁଶାନ୍ତ ଲେଖିଥାନ୍ତେ 1 2 3 4 କରିବାକୁ ପଡନ୍ତାନି ସୁଶାନ୍ତ କୁମାର ପ୍ରଧାନ for the ଏଥିରେ କଣ ମିସକେଷ୍ଟରେ ସସ୍ପେନସନ ହେଇନି ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ସସ୍ପେଣ୍ଡ ହେଇନି ଆଚ୍ଛା ଡିସ୍ପୋଜ ଅଫ ହେଇନି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଲେଖୁଛି the learned counsel for the Mr. Devashish Naik AG for the state, the learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he may be accommodated to obtain up-to-date instruction and advance arguments as paid for after vacation.
के अधिक समय दरकार
ମାନେ ଜାନୁଆରୀ ନା ଡିସେମ୍ବର ଚାହୁଁଛୁ ଡିସେମ୍ବର ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ହାର୍ଡଲି
ଜାନୁଆରୀ
ଜାନୁଆରୀ 29/1/2024 yes.
Item 5.
May it please, my lord.
Yes.
Now, the petitioner seeks leave to appeal against an order of acquittal on the ground of dismissal due to non-appearance of the complainant in a 138 NI Act case. On the
Supreme
last,
Court decision as this.
again.
Supreme Court କହିଛନ୍ତି ଏବେ recent decision ରେ
Oh, achha.
every day ଯଦି opposite party present ଅଛି
Aye.
ଏବଂ complainant ନାହିଁ
Aye.
then obviously because I'm just forgetting Miss Das, I think she was arguing that it is shifted from one court to another court 138 case
Yes.
and and she also admits that the clerk whatever he did not take care of the matter. He was filing hajira, but when you look at the order sheet every day the complainant is present and the respondent is present, accused is present.
But here in my case, there was multiple transfer of the case.
Yes,
Thereafter, strike. But I was filing.
but kindly look at the order sheet.
My lord.
What is happening? We are trusting the advocate's clerk. Hey, ଆପଣ ସେଇଟା it's not that simple. Substitution ଆପଣ during pendency substitute କରିନାହାନ୍ତି.
No, during pregnancy,
That's the problem.
after dismissal, it came to the knowledge that the Hiji.
That's not the fact. ଆପଣ ଏଇଟା ସେଇଆ ନୁହଁ ମୋର ସେ ମନେ ପଡିଲା faintly. I was just looking at the order. Who prosecuted the matter on you ମାନେ in 11/2023? The learned counsel seeks further accommodation to advance arguments as paid for January କହୁଛନ୍ତି ନା
Aye.
that's February
February, my lord.
12/2.
Item 6.
Yes.
Your Lordship, on behalf of Mr. Sujikanta Devi, prepared 1 week after.
Mr. Das, now AC switched on. Mr. Your name, sir?
Collection Lenka.
KC Lenka on behalf of SK Divedi for the petitioner. Mr. Devashish Naik AG for the state. Learned counsel for the petitioner seeks further accommodation to advance arguments. As prayed for list on 16/1/2024 to grant further opportunity to the petitioner. The learned AG submits that
Case day is available.
case diary is available. Sub item is sir same FIR.
Same affair, my lords.
Yes.
ଦେଖୁନାହାନ୍ତି କଣ କରିବେ ସବୁବେଳେ ପୁରା ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଦେଖିବେ କଣ ମେନସନ କରିବେ
Yes, Lord.
at times things will move very fast.
Item 7.
Your Lordship.
Yes, same order.
My Lord, item 7 and 8, my Lord.
Yes,
Also, you can give me 3 weeks time to file comprehensive affidavit.
affidavit file କରିନାହାନ୍ତି
My Lord.
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ କେତେ ସମୟ ନଉଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଯୋଉ ଦିନ ଫାଇଲ କରିବେ ସେଇଦିନ କହିବେ ଯେ ଏଟା ଆଲାଉ ହେଇଯାଉ କାହିଁକି ନା ଷ୍ଟେଟ ଦେଇନି. Your name, sir?
K. Jana, my Lord. Kitish Kumar.
अच्छा power अच्छी तो
Well.
Mr. K.K. Jenna for the petitioner, Mr. Devasis Naik AGA for the state. Like the May masur pending. Chari masur pending. 8 मास होएगा. The learned counsel for the petitioner. Six for the accommodation to file affidavit in terms of the order dated 25/4/2023, reiterated reiterated in the subsequent orders. Indicating the past allegations of criminal activity against the petitioner. How much time?
3 weeks after mal.
When affidavit been 3 weeks.
Receive kono tolakot order.
The court order that court Justice S.K. Sahoo has referred to lower court order on rejection order, 11 antecedents and directed to file affidavit. So you have to take a call. Kedin godeve. A week's time granted. List on 17/1/2024.
Oblate.
8 रे
Same.
एका same 25/4 order अछि. That order since I am referring to that order.
Well.
नहीं तो order आगुर नहीं. हाँ अच्छी 25/4 antecedent. Same order 25/4 reiterated and subsequent orders. Yes, next.
Item 9.
Yes,
May I please, Your Lordship?
yes, please.
My petitioner is in custody, my lord.
Sorry. Yes,
Petitioner is in custody since 5/8/2021.
yes.
Marriage, my lord, 15 years back. For charge sheet submitted for alleged offence, my lord. Initially, FIR was lodged 498/307/326 of the Indian Penal Code. Subsequently,
Succumb to injuries.
yes, ma'am.
The victim succumbed to injuries. Then 302.
302.
What is
Uh,
the evidence? Case diary अच्छी.
My lord. There is a dying declaration on
Dying declaration अच्छी. Burn injuries.
burn injury, 75%.
Yes, Mr. Sahoo. What can be done?
Lordship, target the trial, my lord. Since 2021, he is in custody, my lord.
Get the list in the same jail. How many cases have been targeted of 302 accused persons? Presumption is always of innocence is there. Please appreciate that. The that's a grave error in understanding.
Aye.
ଆପଣ 100 ଲୋକ behind custody ଅଛନ୍ତି same jail ରେ ବି ଥାଇ ପାରନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କେସ୍ କେମିତି ଟାର୍ଗେଟ କରିବେ?
Lordship.
Please appreciate that also. No, I definitely I understand your submission is correct that prolonged trial also affects liberty of the person.
That's why I'm paying.
Unless something miraculous happens, he will not be acquitted even.
Aye.
Adjourn.
Lordship, pass in order.
The Lord Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner doesn't want to praise the petition at this stage. And
Your Lordship,
may file further petition after the trial proceeds further.
not pressing and लिखिल असुविधा हो merit, Your Lordship.
Merit rate.
Aye.
Mr. M.S.Sahoo for the petitioner, Mr. Devasis Naik AGA for the state. Case diary. The Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is in custody since
5/8/2021.
5/8/2021.
Marriage 15 years back.
And in the meanwhile, prosecution report has been submitted on FPR. Final prosecution report has been submitted on
18/9/2021.
18/9/2021.
For offense, alleged offense 498 and 302 of the IPC.
For alleged offences under देखिए लिख पारिए page 10 रे अछि. It is submitted that the counsel for the petitioner that considering the period of indulgence and the fact that it was a marriage for 15 years before the unfortunate incident happened, leading to death of the wife of the petitioner, for which the petitioner is the accused, the petitioner be sold indulgence as far as prayer for bail is concerned. While rejecting the prayer, the learned trial court, the learned court in season of the matter has observed thus. Page 11, first subpara, on perusal of the materials available in the case record up to the deceased. The learned AGA refers to the said dying declaration to oppose the prayer for bail. Having heard the learned counsel for the petitioner, the learned AGA, and considering the material on record, the court is not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner at this stage, according to the same stance. Dismissed at this stage. Yes.
Item
Yes.
10.
Oblige.
Yes.
This is a case under section 294, 42506.
My lord had called for instructions. I
Yes.
just hand over the things.
Yes. Yes, to ଆପଣଙ୍କର comprehensive affidavit ଟା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ନା?
ଆମର affidavit କିଛି ଦିଆହେଇନି।
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ total amount କାହାଠୁ କେତେ ନେଇଛନ୍ତି, allegation କେତେଟା case ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେଟା. Sorry?
ଦୁଇଟା କେସ୍ ଆମର ସାର୍।
Orally ନୁହଁ, ଆପଣ affidavit on behalf of the petitioner ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. And I have seen in 1-2 matters from Berhampur, the lawyers are filing. Don't do that. Always in these matters, whatever matter, keep arm's length. ସିଏ ତାଙ୍କର affidavit ଦେବେ. ହେଲା?
ସେ petitioner
Total କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ସେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି?
sir, all payments have been made, Your Honor. On the day he was forwarded, on the day
On the face of affidavit ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. ଆପଣ କାହାକୁ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯାହା କରିଛନ୍ତି, keep that affidavit.
sir, by whom I will file this affidavit?
I don't know.
Petitioner, sir,
ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲି. Advising, client advising, I have left. Surrendered license. କାହା ଦ୍ୱାରା ଦେବେ, କଣ କରିବେ, କଣ କହିବେ କୋର୍ଟରେ, ମୁଁ ଆସିଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ଲୟର ମାନଙ୍କୁ. I am conscious of that, but not to this extent.
this is not.
That ଆପଣ ମତେ ପଚାରିବେ, I can record even
Yes, I can,
and refuse your prayer.
sir, I can take the advice of the court is better.
Never do that. Don't state that even. You are in live streaming.
Because
You are being watched globally.
but the main petitioner who is in custody, he has paid the entire amount on the day he was forwarded to the court.
Whatever. Sir, ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ affidavit ଯୋଉ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି, you ask any lawyer.
Sure.
All of them have filed affidavit, including your colleague.
Thank you, sir.
Today also, I mean, in some matter, they have filed affidavit. So, affidavit file କରିବାଟା କିଛି କିଏ file କରିବେ, କେମିତି କରିବେ, don't ask that court. It is recorded also. It sounds so odd because the court is asking you, because on that ground it can be dismissed now. What you are saying on the face of it is incorrect. I have got that report now.
I have a copy, my lord, that may be kept on record.
Yes.
They didn't.
ସେଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା. ଆପଣ ବି ମଲ୍ଟିଟାସ୍କିଂ କରିବେ ନା ସେ କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଶୁଣିବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଏଇଟା you must have realized you are the third counsel. It should have struck you that why this person is changing so many counsels.
The problem is that
Whether it is a lack of trust on the counsel.
he has trust. He has,
Could be.
sir, he has trust.
I am not seeking any answer from
Sir.
you. Now you have to listen. When the first statement it was made that the amount was paid, the learned counsel for the informant said, we have received nothing. That is recorded. Even now, I cannot also change that order. Now, on the fourth or fifth time, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, seventh time when it is listed, you are saying everything has been paid. So fair enough. Whether you, the petitioner can himself file affidavit, no problem. They are day in, day out, they are sending petitions to court. As far as court is concerned, they are sending, no problem. Petition can herself file. Or you see, usually in other matters, maybe you are not, might not have filed any bail petition here because virtual court, mother, father, sister, brother, even that I am now started advising. Anyone is filing. But be sure that the contents are correct. Then the difficulty comes, on the face of it, your submission is incorrect. It can be rejected. That's the sole simple ground. Because if you are seeking indulgence of the court, at least tell the truth to the court.
I will file the affidavit.
And it is surprising that for the first time I am hearing, because in all cases where these kind of persons who are serial offender in collecting money, they are admitting that yes, we have collected, but there is some other argument. Then again, you will say that what I will argue, then I will have to tell that.
Nice.
But they are admitting. They are admitting, sir, I have this much, but I don't have, I have become a pauper after swindling out about 1 crore rupee. Even that has been argued, 70, 50 lakhs. That's nothing unusual.
You see, he has already taken.
Melody is posting this matter.
I'm just looking at the order.
Yes, last order, your lordship kindly see.
Last order, everything I have quoted.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why, man.
No, whether Mr. Patnaik is aware of that, that's the
Hey, Mr.
So, upon-
Patnaik is earlier he has, before your lordship.
Yes, I have recorded his presence.
Yes.
Most likely this person is changing lawyers whenever a lawyer is asking this question. Because you see, if Mr. Patnaik, if wrongly briefed by the petitioner, then that will never help the petitioner. The lawyer must know where the petitioner stands. ଆପଣ ଯେମିତି କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟଲି କହିଥିଲେ ଯେ ସେ ସବୁ ଦେଇଛି ଏବେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ବିଦ୍ୟାଧର ପ୍ରଧାନ କହିଲେ ତ ତାପରେ ଆର୍ଜନ ହେଲା ଇନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ ନେଲେ ଲୟର ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଗଲେ ତାପରେ ମିଷ୍ଟର ରଥ ଆସିଲେ ସେ କନଫିଡେଣ୍ଟଲି କହିଲେ ଆର୍ଜନ ହେଲା ତାପରେ ଆପଣ ଆସିଲେ ସୋ ଦିସ୍ ଲିଡ୍ସ ଟୁ ନୋୱେୟାର the learned counsel for the petitioner reiterates the submission on behalf of the petitioner that the petitioner has paid the money taken from the informant. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁଟା informant ନାଁଟା sir. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁ ନୁହଁ
Ranjan Kumar Sahu.
Ranjan Kumar Sahu. Which was categorically denied by the informant through his counsel. As recorded in the order dated, ଆପଣଙ୍କ submission ଟା କୋଉଥିରେ record ହେଇଥିଲା Mr. Sahu?
No,
Yes. Recorded in order dated 11/10/2023 and reiterated in all subsequent orders. In fact, the last order dated 29/11/2023 has quoted all the past orders indicating the submissions on behalf of the learned counsel for the petitioner and the learned counsel appearing for the informant and the state counsel. Para. In view of the statement made at the bar by the learned counsel for the petitioner, affidavit on behalf of the petitioner shall be filed by the next state. Copy be served on the learned counsel for the informant and the learned counsel for the state. Mr. DP Patnaik এটা দেখবি তো petitioner DP Patnaik, Mr. Devasis Naik AG for the state, Mr. M.S.Sahoo for the informant. Mr. Naik, ଆପଣଙ୍କର କୋଉ ଅର୍ଡରଟାରେ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଆଣିଲେ ରିପୋର୍ଟ ସେଟା କେତେ ଅର୍ଡର ଡେଟେଡ?
Well, it's 11/10/2023.
Habisno affidavit ଯୋଉଟା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି Habisno affidavit ଟା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
That's
the learned AGA has obtained instruction in terms of the earlier order by from the IAC Polosara PS District Ganjam dated 3/12/2023 by letter from the IAC office letter from the IAC so and so PS dated 3/12/2023. The said instruction is taken on record. But केबे affidavit file करिवे
11 तारीख
by
11 बार
11 बार रे देले ताल तो से instruction न पड़िबो ना. The affidavit be filed by 11/12/2023, copy be served on the same day on the same date. केबे चाहउछंती आसीबो बोली
10 रे सर फाइल कर दिए 11 रे असले
सार कोन मु जे कि बुझिबी आपण मते देले कोन जे मु instruction आनिबी आपण तांको sufficient time देबे instruction आनिया पे
11
कोन भंजे देव कोन बुझिले से बुझान सार को बुझान तो
I will serve the copy in the state.
जे केबे लिस्टिंग केबे चाहउछंती 19 रे आसु देखोन जदि आपण देई परिबे
15th will also be.
15th
15 आबन 18 आइ परिबो 15 आबन आपण जे करिवार नै. Recently I imposed a condition of bail that passport if any shall be surrendered. Petition file कले magistrate का पाखरे हम पासपोर्ट टा अछि लॉकर रे हम बेल दियंतु इंटरिम बेल हम जे काढिउ आपण से भलिया कले कोर्ट को आपण अंडरस्टैंड करि पारंती बट यू कैन
yes,
see on the face of it you are on a sticky wicket. से जेल रे अछन की एफिडेविट दबो कोर्ट को पछारिबे
फैमिली मेंबर्स तंग अपना हम देते
देबे ने एफिडेविट दे परिवन छडा एफिडेविट देबे जे के हम दे परिवन तापर कोर्ट बुझियोनी कोन करा जिवो कोन इशू bargaining and machination will not work.
सर आई
This bargaining and machination, this bargaining, but you are not bargaining. I'm not saying that you are bargaining. Anytime, any kind of these economic offenses, when you are swindling money, bargaining and machination with the court will never help the petitioner. That creates a more problem. जो दिन से दिन से statement है अपन affidavit देले पैसा देना है ता परटू lawyer change ही चल चंती. In fact, you are the 5th lawyer if you include Mr. Bhanjadev. Yes. Hopefully
19th.
good sense will prevail.
19th में also matter is posted.
18th. Provided they provide you the copy on 11th.
This second sub item is
ଆପଣ 11
the principal accused.
Same order?
My lord.
So far as the connected
Can
matter,
I be 19 তারিখে দেখা সব প্রপার 19 তারিখে দেখা
19th.
19
Yes.
connected. Just current token and
May please, your lordship.
Yes.
And in this case, the visa last occasion, the visa
The
report
viscera
was
report,
called.
my lord, is still awaited. The viscera report, my lord, is still awaited from the SFS.
Cause of death kono?
Suicide, my
There
lord.
was some poisonous substance, noxious substance found in the
Stomach.
my lords.
So you are Mr. Misra, Devasis Misra.
My lord, I am after through jail gate,
Okay, ଆପଣ
ବୁଝିହେଲାନି
my lord.
ବୁଝିହେଲାନି ସେ କଣ କହିଲେ 6165 ତ
My lord,
ଆପଣ କାହା ପାଇଁ
ପିଟିସନର ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ତ
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁ ସାର୍
ଅଶୋକ ଜେନା
ଆପଣ କି
Debasis Mishra.
ଆପଣ କଣ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍
Change lawyer change କରିଛନ୍ତି through jail gate, jailer through ରେ.
କନସେପ୍ଟ ନେବେ ନା
Prisoner petition.
ମତେ ସେଟା କହିଲେ
କିଛି ଲାଭ ହବନି ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆପଣ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଜଣେ ଲୟର ଚେଞ୍ଜ କଲେଣି 5 ଥର 4 ଜଣ ଲୟର ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିସାରିଲେଣି ଭଞ୍ଜଦେବ ୱାଜ ଥର୍ଡ ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ଇଜ ଫୋର୍ଥ
So my name can be deleted. I have no objection.
yes I understand Mr. The petitioner Mr. Ashok Jena Mr. Devasis Naik AGA for the state petitioner ତ ନା petition ନାହିଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଏଥିରେ petition ବାହାର କରନ୍ତୁ କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଓ କଣ prisoner petition copy ଅଛି
My lord, annex is
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି
no,
should read the viscera report from the SFSL as indicated in the last order as indicated in the order dated 6/11/2023 viscera report from the SFSL was to be received by the investigating agency Mr. The learned AGA submits that the report is still awaited
My lords.
and the matter may be adjourned further. Accordingly, the matter is adjourned to January
Come the 20th, my lords, once we'll try.
20th
My lords.
on 20/12/2023. Para. 20/12 January no 20/12. ରୁହନ୍ତୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ତାପରେ ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ the learned at this stage at this stage Mr. Devasis Misra appears for the petitioner submits that he has instructions to appear on behalf of the petitioner on the basis of the prisoner petition dated 20/11/2023 sent to this court received on 28/11/2023 the petition has been signed by the accused the under trial the under trial Mr. Jayanta the petitioner Mr. Jayanta Jena attested by the sub assistant jailer sub jail comma Jajpur road dated on 20/11/2023 in view of the submissions of Mr. Devasis Misra. This is item
This is my lords, item 11.
11. The Mr. Jena Learned Counsel submits that he has no objection if any other counsel appears and he shall retire from the brief. accordingly, name of Mr. Jenna be deleted from the case brief as well as the cause list. Since Mr. Devasis Mishra has already filed Wakalatnama, along with associates has already filed Wakalatnama, his name has been already indicated. Yes. Next.
Where
May I please your lordship, my lord, on 22nd November 2023, my lord directed the
Just a
learned
wait, let me note the appearance. Mr. Umasankar Patel for the petitioner, Mr. Devasis Naik AGA for the state, Ms. Suprabha Patel on behalf of the informant. Third perception asila ki?
See, my lords, may kindly, if
Please,
I pray, my lord,
today is
15th ko, my lords, I'll try to get it. I'll do my very best.
today is the 8th.
8th. 7th, my lords, today.
I'm sorry, today is 7th. The learned counsel appearing for the learned counsel for the petitioner and the informant being present at the virtual court, Odisha High Court at Sundargarh, address arguments. Para. The learned AG referring to the order dated 22/11/2023 seeks further accommodation to obtain instruction regarding the welfare of the victim as directed by the said order. List on 15.
My lords.
15th, Mr. Patel.
grateful, my lord.
15/12/2023.
My lord.
13.
My lord, I pray let the matter be common of 40.
Mr. BC Parija for the petitioner, Mr. Standing Counsel for the state.
I'll file a interim application on the ground of illness of the mother. I pray 14th, my lord.
Copy ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
I'll serve.
ସେଇଟା ନଦେଲେ ଆଉ ଏଠି କଲେ
Matter be common 14th.
Mr. BC Parija for the petitioner, Mr. Standing Counsel for the state लिखले. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that number ଅଛି.
No, my lord.
That he will be filing a IA on behalf of the petitioner as per instructions for interim bail. Stop. Copy of the IA shall be served on the learned standing counsel to obtain instruction. List on 15.
14th, my lord.
14. 14.
Copy may be short, but
ମୁଁ କଣ କରିବି
if the office that
ମୁଁ ତ କାଲି ଆକୁ ବି ଟୁ ବି ମେନସନ୍ ଆଣିବାକୁ ପଡିବ 2 ଦିନ ପରେ ଇଏ ବି ଟୁ ବି ମେନସନ୍ ଆସିବ କାହିଁ ଫାଇଲ ହେଲାନି
By tomorrow, kung
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଦେବେ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
14.
Lordship, on behalf of Julu Khasma,
yes
pray for next week, Lordship.
your is Khasama or Khansama Khasma correct pronunciation important ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁଟା sir sorry
Vijay Kumar Behra.
Mr. BK Behra on behalf of J Khasma selection is Khansama. The learned counsel for the एपन एफिडेविट फाइल करना है
Not instructed.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Dekho.
File for copy not sir.
नॉट फाइल्ड पर लिस्ट अच्छी नॉट फाइल्ड
Well, sir, I'm 50. Not
the affidavit adjournment on behalf of the petitioner is sought for to file affidavit on behalf of the petitioner in terms of the order dated 5/10/2023 reiterated on 15/11/2023 as prayed for list on January after vacation
Next week, Lordship.
as prayed for the affidavit be filed by 14 ସୁଧା କରିପାରିବେ
Yes, Lordship. I will intimate the
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ the affidavit be filed within ଏଟାକୁ ଢାଳି ଦବ affidavit be filed by 14/12/2023 copy be served list on 20/12 ଆପଣ before vacation ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ନା
yes, Lordship.
20/12 ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
15.
please, your lordship, my lord.
yes
Last occasion.
instruction ଆସିଲା ସେଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ Mr. Aswant, 15. Mr. Vidyaloko Mahapatra for the petitioner, Mr. Standing Counsel for the state, Mr. Ramakrishna Palli for the informant. Yes, the learned counsel for the informant being present at the virtual court, Odisha High Court at Rayagada addresses arguments. Mr. Mahapatra,
Yes, my lord.
you have a duty to counsel that petitioner that he has to think for welfare of the victim. And Mr. Palli, though it will be difficult, be in touch with the victim. Any difficulty, you file the petition for cancellation of bail.
Yes.
The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is in custody since, Mr. Mahapatra,
27/3/2023, lordship.
27/3/2023. In the meanwhile, the final prosecution report has been submitted on
24/4/23, lordship.
24/4/23 ki dekhi debe.
Yes, lordship.
Considering the period of incarceration of the petitioner, the boysa
24 years, lordship.
and the age being 24 years, the petitioner be shown indulgence as far as prayer for bail is concerned. The learned counsel for the state, referring to the materials contained in the case diary, opposes the prayer for bail. The learned counsel for the informant opposes the prayer for bail, referring to the allegations and the materials contained in the case diary. Para. However, it is not disputed at the bar that the final prosecution report has been submitted in the meantime. Para. In terms of the copy achi? Yes. In terms of the earlier order dated 22/11/2023, reiterated on 30/11/2023, the learned standing counsel produces the letter from the IAC Chandili PS, District Rayagada, letter number 3820, dated 5/12/2023, regarding the inquiry conducted by him, and that there is no such threat perception at present against the petitioner, public informant, and their family members. It is also stated in the said letter that the victim was produced before the district legal services. The victim has appeared before the legal services authority, Rayagada, and CWC Rayagada. And for victim compensation, the proceeding has been initiated. The letter produced by the learned standing counsel is taken on record. Having heard learned counsel for the petitioner, the learned standing counsel for the state, and the learned counsel appearing for the informant, this court is inclined to grant bail to the petitioner subject to such stringent terms and conditions that would be imposed by the learned court in season of the matter, which shall also contain a condition that any violation of public deviation from any of the terms and conditions shall result in filing of petition for cancellation of bail by the investigating agency, oblique informant, oblique victim, disposed of accordingly. It is submission लिखिले state council को लिखी देवे. The Lord Council for the standing council produces case diary along with the statement of the victim recorded under section 164 of the CRPC. ଗୋଟେ letter produce କଲେ ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ लिख देवे ଆଉ oppose କଲେ ତାपर लिख देवे.
Along with other case day.
Along with other case diary, along with the other materials. Case diary producing the containing the materials produced by the investigating agency. Yes, next.
The paper after action, let's see.
Mr. Vijay Kumar Behra for the petitioner. Mr. Standing counsel for the state. But at deposition, examine
Up to date depositions.
The counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to obtain the copies of the depositions of the prosecution witnesses examined till date and prays for further time. Sentence भूल है कौन पढ़ी ले अच्छा काटी लिखो The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to obtain copies of the depositions of the prosecution witnesses examined up to date as prayed for January रे कहउछंती.
Yes, Lord.
List on 16/1/2024 to grant further opportunity to the petitioner. The copies of the depositions that would be obtained shall be served on the learned standing counsel and also filed in the court. Scanned copy be updated. Yes, next.
17.
Let's say item 17 praying for an adjournment.
The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to advance arguments. Are you aware of the status of trial?
No, let's
302 case. Okay.
No instructions.
As prayed for list January.
Yes, let's January.
As prayed for list on 17/1/24 to grant further opportunity to the petitioner. The learned standing counsel submits that case diary is available.
Yes.
Case diary is available.
Item 8.
The learned
Check
counsel
it,
for the petitioner shall also obtain up-to-date instruction regarding present status of trial if it has progressed further. Yes, next.
Much appreciated. Let's.
18.
ମୁଁ 18 ରେ ଡାକି ଦେଇଛି. No details here. 18 It is withdrawn stating that acquitted, but no details. So I have dismissed it.
Yes.
When no details are given, since over last about more than a month, I'm seeing this. I'm requesting that you give the details. They will not give the details.
Unless you linger.
And at times I dictate anticipating. So I dictate by order dated so and so, passed by so and so. That order remains incomplete. After 3-4 days, it is file is returned to me that we cannot complete the order. ସେ ନେଇଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ରହିବ ଆଣୁନାହାନ୍ତି ହେବ
19.
ଯଦି ଆଣିକି ଦିଅନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ସେଇଟା ଦେବେ. I don't say that ସେଇଟା ଫାଇନାଲ ବୋଲି କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି ନଦେଲେ ମୋର କରିବାର ନାହିଁ. Mr. Shakti Prasad asked for the petition.
Also pray for withdrawal of the case with this.
Memo ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. You are Mr. P.K. Patnaik.
Yes,
You are Mr. Das.
Shakti Prasad.
I'm sorry.
Shakti Prasad Das.
Mr. Shakti Prasad Das for the petitioner. On the learned counsel, Mr. Shakti Prasad Das, Mr. Standing counsel for the state. The the learned counsel for the petition, the no affidavit has been filed in terms of the order dated 28/8/2023, passed by this court, reiterated on 5/10/2023, 5/10 and 10/11/2023, to file affidavit on behalf of the petitioner indicating past allegations of criminal activity, comma, if any. Para. Para kale. When the matter is called today, the learned counsel for the petitioner files memo stating that memo dated 7/12/2023, stating that the petitioner doesn't want to press the present application. Accordingly, the petition stands dismissed as withdrawn at this stage. Memo dated 7/12/2023 is taken on record. Yes, next.
20.
No.
Item 20.
None for the petitioner when the matter is called. Mr. Standing Counsel लिखिए, petitioner none, Mr. Standing Counsel. List on 13/12/2023. Yes.
21.
Sorry. अच्छा report थिला, I'm sorry. It had not disposed of matter. It काटନ୍ତୁ 20टा आउथर लिखନ୍ତୁ.
have not received it. Man.
Though the matter was disposed of by order dated 20/11/2024, it was directed the concerned police to make a local inquiry to the SDPO regarding threat perception, comma, if any, against the petitioner, oblique informant and their family. The learned standing counsel, referring to the said order, submits that he may be accommodated further. When you can get it, Mr.
10 days.
As prayed for, list on 18/12 ଏଟା ଟିକେ କ୍ଲୋଜ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଯୋଉଟାକ ଅଛି ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ଛୁଟି ପୂର୍ବରୁ କ୍ଲୋଜ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ 4-5ଟା କି ଥିବ ଏମିତି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ୱେଲଫେୟାର ଅର୍ଡର କେତେଟା 7-8ଟା 10ଟା ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍
ଆଜି 2ଟା ଖଣ୍ଡେ
ଆଜି 2ଟା ଥିବ ନାଇଁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ପେଣ୍ଡିଂ ଅଛି ଡିସ୍ପୋଜ ହେଇପାରୁନି ଏଇଟା ତ ଡିସ୍ପୋଜାଲ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ଦେନ୍ ଯେହେତୁ ସେମାନଙ୍କର କଣ୍ଡିସନ ଦେଖିକି we thought it appropriate. Yes, next.
21.
Mr. Pradhan.
Please, Lords.
Yes, Mr. Sahoo.
Filed an application for interim bail, your Lord.
Yes. The instruction ଆସିଲା କି?
Yes.
Mr. Sahoo for the petitioner. Mr. ଡାକିଲେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ମିଷ୍ଟର ବରାଳକୁ ଡାକିଛନ୍ତି ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସିଷ୍ଟର୍ସ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କହିଲେ ନା
Yes, Lords.
ଏଇଟା ପିଟିସନଙ୍କ ନାଁ କଣ ଏଥିରେ କାନୁ
Channel, Lords.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସରି ରଶ୍ମି ରଞ୍ଜନ this is item 21 ରଶ୍ମି ରଞ୍ଜନ
Regarding threat perception, that has also come along.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏକ୍ସାକ୍ଟ ଡେଟ୍ ଜଣା ପଡୁନି
Yes.
Your Lordship.
ଆପଣ ଏକ୍ସାକ୍ଟ ଡେଟ୍ ଆଣନ୍ତୁ
14/12, Lordship. 14/12/2012.
ସେଟା ଜଣା ପଡିଲାନି
Lords have filed a marriage card also.
No.
ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ଡେଟ୍ ଆପଣ ଦେଇଥିଲେ
Yes, Lordship.
ପିଟିସନ ରେ
Yes, but neighbors, they actually inquire about the malad, all those things from the neighbors malad. The neighbors not able to tell malad when the marriage. They said that marriage will be.
say Mr. Sahoo, in one matter I was appearing, it was of course COVID. In that marriage card, the number is given
Your Lordship, both side marriage,
very senior judge, honorable court, he asked the court master to call the printer. He said that 6 cards have been printed.
Yes.
Your Lordship, both side marriage card is with
That
me.
is my experience.
Both side marriage card is with me, Your Lordship.
अरे आज्ञा, से तो 6टा भी प्रिंट छपा होची, गोटे भी छपा ही होबो, किछ असुविधा नहीं. And in front of me it happened. I was in VC. The lauded very
To direct marriage, police man say, police late. Your Lordship, marriage date is fixed to 14/12, Your Lordship. And the bride side card is
ଆପଣ
also with
instruction
me.
ନିଅନ୍ତୁ. ସେ କୋଉଠି କଣ ହଉଛି ସେଟା କିଛି ଜଣା ପଡୁନି.
Your Lordship, bride side card is also with me, Your Lordship.
ତ ନିଜ ଗାଁରେ ହିଁ ହଉଛି
ନିଜ ଗାଁରେ
ନିଜ ଗାଁରେ
ଆରେ ସେଟା ଅଛି, ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ that is more surprising ଯେ ନିଜ ଗାଁରେ ପୁଅ ଘର ଝିଅ ଘର ଗୋଟେ ଗାଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଡେଟ୍ ଜଣା ନାହିଁ.
ଡେଟ୍
14/12, Your Lordship.
14/12
ନା ଏଇଟା ହବନି. ଆପଣ instruction specific ନିଅନ୍ତୁ. ଏଇଟା ନନ୍ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ. ଆପଣ ପୁରା ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫ ଟା ପଢିବେ ଯଦି
Yes,
ସେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଲାଇନ has no significance. There is also material in your favor, but now you have a problem that same ଗାଁରେ ବାହାଘର ନାଁ ବି ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି, କାହା ପୁଅ କାହା ଝିଅ ସବୁ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି, ଡେଟ୍ ଜଣା ନାହିଁ. ଆପଣ ବୁଝି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ତା ଆସୁ, ପିଟିସନ ଟା ତ ପେଣ୍ଡିଂ ଅଛି ନା. ଆପଣ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ ଇନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ ନିଅନ୍ତୁ. ଆପଣ ବି ଆଉ ଥରେ ମାଗି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଯେ ସେ କହୁଛି ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ସବମିଟେଡ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍.
My lord, for that I will tell my lord, they have stated my lord, marriage is, if your lordship will grant my lord interim bill, my lord, then I will submit my lord.
No, the problem is that the whole order is frustrated. ଆପଣ କାଲି ଦେଖିଲେ କଣ ହେଲା?
Yes, my
ସେ ଗୁଜରାଟରେ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଟାଇମ ଗଲା ଇଣ୍ଟରିମ୍ ବିଲ୍ ରେ,
Yes.
ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଟାଇମ ରେ ସେ ଜମ୍ପ କରିକି ଆସିଲା ଏଠି.
Yes.
ଏଠି 30, ମେ ବି ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ନଟ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଟାଇପ ଅଫ କେସ୍. ସୋ ଇଟ୍ ହାଜ ଆପଣ ଅନ ଦ ରେକର୍ଡ ରେ ଯୋଉଟା ଜିନିଷଟା ଅଛି ସେଟା ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ନା.
My lord, that for that, my lord, fairly I will submit, my lord. If your lordship will hold that, my lord is going to allow sometimes interim bill for some days, my lord, then my lord, they have stated that marriage will be solemnized recently. They might not have, my lord, supplied the marriage card. They will supply.
He has made a field inquiry. ସେ କଣ ଭୁଲ ଭାଲ କରିଥାଇ ବି ପାରନ୍ତି,
Yes.
ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି.
Then my suggestion, your lordship may give them.
ସେଇଟା ଆପଣ ଆଣନ୍ତୁ 11 ତାରିଖରେ, ସେମ୍ ଡେ ସେମିତି କରିଦବା.
Then 11th, your lordship.
ଆପଣ ସେମିତି ନନ୍ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ କାହିଁକି?
Time is there.
You see here informant is also appearing.
Let them solve this.
And you have seen the performance of Mr. Baral.
Let them solve the invitation card among all the neighbors so that I will able to get the proper instruction.
ସେଇଟା କଣ ହେଇଥିବ, ମୁଁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କହିଲି ଆପଣ ସେ ସବୁ କଥା ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଡେଟ୍ ଲେଖି ନାହାନ୍ତି, ଜାଣିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ବୋଲି କହିଲେ. କଣ ଆ ଭିତରେ ବଣ୍ଟା ହେଇଯାଇଥିବ.
କି ଅନେଇ ବସିଥିବେ ପୁଅ ଗଲେ ବାଟ।
ନାଇଁ ଇଏ ତ ତା ଭାଇ, ଭଉଣୀ ବାହାଘର ପାଇଁ କହୁଛି.
Only brother that.
କଣ ଲେଖିଲେ ସେଟା ଲେଖିନି, ଅର୍ଡର ଡିକ୍ଟେଟ୍ କଲା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆପଣ ଦେଇଥିଲି,
But
ତା ଗୋଟେ ଦେଇଥିଲି. So Sahu for the Mr. Pradhan for the petition along with Mr. Sahu for the petition. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପୁରା ନାଁଟା GN Sahu,
ବିଶ୍ୱରଞ୍ଜନ ସାହୁ.
Mr. BR Sahu, Mr. BP Pradhan along with Mr. BR Sahu for the petition. Mr. Standing counsel for the state, Mr.
May I please, Lordship? My lord, offenses are under section 306, 493, 323, 341 of IPC, my lord. My lord, the petition in jail custody near about 7 months. That is 28/5/23.
my lord, I am not getting the.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. ମୁଁ ପଚାରୁଥିଲି ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ କୋଟା କେତେ, ଯୋଉ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଦଫା ଲାଗିଛି ସବୁଠୁ ଅଧିକା ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ କୋଉଥିରେ?
306.
କେତେ ବର୍ଷ?
306, my lord.
ଠିକ ଅଛି, ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଆଫିଡେଭିଟ୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଏରେ ମ୍ୟାଚ୍
10 years, my lord. 10
10
years.
years.
Affidavit, the mother of the petitioner.
ଫୁଲମତି ବିଗଲ
Yes.
କପି ସର୍ଭ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି? ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଦେଖିଲେ ରେକର୍ଡ ଦେଖିଲେ ସେଟା ମ୍ୟାଚ୍ କରୁଛି?
My lord, from the they have given, my lord, there is no criminal accident.
Affidavit also filed similarly.
My
Correct.
record also, my lord, reveals that that they have not reported any criminal incident, my lord. But as far as the allegation, my lord, is there, your lordship may see the post-mortem report. There are number of external injuries in the on the body of the deceased, and my lord, suspected actually, my lord, these things actually happened due to suspected extramarital relationship. But,
कितने दिन आने
7 months. Charge sheet has already submitted.
statement of neighbors are there, my lord. On the date of occurrence,
पत्थर जो abdominal injury थिला एम्स नहीं गले सेटा
no man.
Alleged
से
Kathawade.
committed suicide.
Yes, committed suicide. My lord, kindly see the statement of one Dilu Barik, who is a suspected person, my lord. Kindly see Dilu Barik.
इतने prosecution report फाइल है साले
Charge sheet.
Charge sheet is submitted.
That 306, 400, 306.
जो इंजुरी रा माने एज केते she has
So, my
suffered
lord, prior to my lord, postmortem
20
on my lord.
20 internal injuries.
Yes.
Those are fresh injuries or
No, my lord. All the injuries attributable to my lord prior to the my lord
no? I understand,
suicide.
but it is a case of she committing hanging herself
Yes.
as per the prosecution.
My lord.
So these injuries were immediate to the her she hanging herself.
Yes. 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 That I will bring, my lord. Your lordship may kindly come to the postmortem report. That I my lord.
Yes, Mister.
My lord, your
Fact of the
lordship
case
may kindly
is
see
देखिचंदी postmortem report देखचंदी.
no, my lord.
all the external
Since he is in
injuries.
jail custody, my lord, 7 years, 7 months, my lord.
Yes, I'm coming.
Police has already submitted charge sheet.
All the external injuries except injury number 1 are consistent with the assault and are of around 12 hours of duration prior to death. My lord,
What is your response?
the time of death since we're 6 to 12. Just prior to my lord, 12 hours, all those things are there.
At the time of
And the
suicide, he was
statement-
not present.
And the statement of 2 witnesses are there, my lord.
But most unfortunate that the person died. Most unfortunate the person died. But unfortunate for you, this is a classic case. The proximity of torture and suicide is zero.
Matlab,
Zero. Matlab, the time lag is zero.
That is the case. He was actually extramarital relation with one Dilu Barik. When the matter came to
Whatever
the-
it may be. Whatever it may be.
My lord,
As per the medical evidence, you beating her mercilessly immediately before she committed suicide.
yes.
he is in
that-
jail custody, my lord.
And that is the consistent statement of the neighbors, my lord.
7 months near.
The consistent statement of the neighbors, my lord.
সেটা তো আগুরু বাড়ুতা সেটাই পচারতে যে
Yes.
লাস্ট so
Police has already
that has seized your fate, mister. That has seized your fate.
But if I will, your lordship will permit,
He was
then I'll-
present or he was present or he was absent.
not present. In his absence, she committed suicide.
that is not clear.
Can see FIR.
ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ଏଇଟା 306 ରେ ଆଉ ବି ଏଇଟା ଅନ୍ୟ ଦଫା ବି ଲାଗି ପାରିଥାନ୍ତା.
492 is there, my lord. ସ୍ୱାମୀ ମୁଁ ଧରିଥିଲି ମୁଁ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ରହୁଛି ମୋ ମନ ଦିଗଲ ଆଉ ସୁବନ୍ଧ ଆମ ଘର ପାଖରେ ରୁହନ୍ତି ସ୍ୱାମୀ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଦୁହେଁ ଭଡା ଘରେ ରହୁଥିଲେ କାମଧନ୍ଦା କରି ଚଳୁଥିଲେ ଶୁଭସ୍ମିତା ବାବୁ ଘରେ କାମ କରନ୍ତି ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ମନୋଜ ବି ଯାଆନ୍ତି କାମ କରିବାକୁ କୁଆଡେ ଯାଆନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ ସେଟା ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନାହିଁ କୁଆଡେ ଯାଆନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନାହିଁ ସବୁବେଳେ ପାଟିତୁଣ୍ଡର ଆବାଜ ଆସେ ତାଙ୍କ ଘରୁ କାଲି ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ସମୟରେ ବହୁତ ଜୋରରେ ଝଗଡା ହଉଥିଲେ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀର କାନ୍ଧ ବାହାରକୁ ଶୁଭା ଯାଉଥିଲା ପ୍ରାୟ ଝଗଡା ହନ୍ତି ସକାଳୁ ଆତ୍ମହତ୍ୟା କରିଛି ବୋଲି ଆମେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ପଡିଲୁ
ଦିଲ୍ଲୀ ବାରିକ କହିଛି ତା ହାତରେ ସମ୍ପର୍କ ଥିଲା ବୋଲି ଦିଲ୍ଲୀ ବାରିକ
ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟୁଟ୍ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟସ ମୁଁ ମାନେ I have a very simple understanding and simple approach. Don't go by any statement, anything. Everybody has praised you. I have to see the mute facts. 20টা injury ଅଛି fresh injuries then she commits suicide. ହବନି ଆପଣ କଣ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଆଜି ଆଡଜର୍ନ କରିବେ ନା
ମେରିଟରେ
ମେରିଟେଡ ଡିସମିସାଲ ତ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ପୋଷ୍ଟମର୍ଟମ ରିପୋର୍ଟ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is in custody since
28/5/23.
28/5/2023. And in the meanwhile, the prosecution report has been submitted on, final prosecution report has been submitted on
26/7/23.
26/7/2023. Considering the period of incarceration of the petitioner, you may be shown indulgence as far as prayer for bail is concerned. The learned counsel for the state, learned standing counsel for the state refers to the materials contained in the case diary, particularly the inquest report and the postmortem report. The inquest report clearly indicates that the body of the deceased contained several blunt injuries, the postmortem report lists the injuries to be 20 in number. All over the body. The medical evidence is consistent with the prosecution case that the victim was beaten mercilessly before she committed suicide. Para. Having heard the learned counsel for the petitioner, and the materials on record, the court is not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner at this stage. Accordingly, the petition stands dismissed at this stage. Appearance likhi debe. This is item. You are Mr. Mrutyunjay Mahanti.
Chiranjan Mahanti.
C. Mahanti. Chiranjan.
Aye.
Mr. Chiranjan Mahanti on behalf for the petitioner, Mr. Standing Counsel for the opposite party. The learned, go to submission likhiyo. The learned counsel for the petitioner refers to the affidavit filed on behalf of the petitioner to his mother, indicating that there is no, apana bhi kouchunti, there is no past allegations.
Yes.
Na apana gote
There is no criminal action against him except this.
There is no past allegations against the petitioner as far as criminal activity is concerned. Yes.
23.
Mr. Sahoo.
23, Your Lordship.
S.R. Sahoo on behalf of S.J.
Mahanti, let's kindly take up this matter after vacation, Your Lordship.
S.R. Sahoo on behalf of S.J. Mahanti for the petitioner. Mr. Standing Counsel for the State, learned counsel for the petitioner seeks further accommodation. Idhar bail, maine thila ki affidavit daba pai.
That they have not filed. Why not they kindly direct them? They have filed an affidavit, but that is not in respect to criminal.
The order is passed by esteemed brother Justice Nursing. Petitioner seeks an adjournment to place on record the materials by which, by way of an affidavit, which according to him will have a bearing in the case at hand. No, he's proxy counsel.
That they have filed.
That they have filed.
That.
Only to advance arguments. As prayed for, list after vacation karibe. List.
Obliged.
10 the Lord Standing Council submits that case diary is available. Yes. Petitioner.
May I please your lordship, my lord. Item 24, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Jitendra Sahu for the petitioner. Mr. Standing Counsel for the state, Mr. Ramakrishna Palli, Lord Counsel for informant. Ramakrishna Palli, Mr. For informant.
My lord.
The learned counsel for the petitioner being present in VC. The learned counsel for the informant being present at the virtual court, Odisha High Court, at Rayagada. Advance arguments. Yes, Mr. Sahu.
May I please your lordship? My lord, the petitioner is behind the bar since 11/4/2023, my lord. After charge sheet is filed on 8/6/2023, my lord. As per the allegation of the FIR, the incident took place.
Let me go through that. Let me go through that.
My lord,
for the petitioner. ଆପଣ pronounce କରନ୍ତି ଷଣ୍ଢ ନା ଆଉ କଣ?
ହଁ ସାର୍ ଷଣ୍ଢ।
Mr. S.S. Mahapatra, AC for the state. Sir, statement ta diyantu.
Statement, she has been examined, my lord, as PW3, the victim.
State has preferred this
yes
petition seeking leave of lordship.
Yes.
Two accused persons are there. One was the president, another as the secretary of a cooperative society under the ASCA Cooperative Society Cooperative Bank.
Yes.
The allegations that they have misappropriated 35,765 rupees. This is a specific case.
Yes.
And the court has formulated the point to be decided is at page 3 of the running page 3 of the judgment notes.
Yes,
para 4 notes. The points for determination is
yes.
whether this particular period 6/8/88 up to 29/6/89 being the secretary and the president, the two accused persons, both are accused persons following the common intention, committed a criminal breach of trust in respect of 35,765 points belonging to the society. Lords. Before I place that exact findings of the London Trial Court, Lords, I crave Lordship permission to place few lines, Lords, of the running page 12 of the judgment. In fact, that's a paragraph 12 also of the judgment. That's relevant because where this 35,765 came.
You are at sir, page 12, para 12.
Para 12. Let's turn to the next page. It starts from I'm placing the third lines. Admittedly, did your lordship get that one?
You are reading, sir, which paragraph?
Paragraph 12. The next page is paragraph 12, page 12, third line from the top. Admittedly.
Yes. That is running page 18 of the brief.
I'm sorry, Lord. I have not paginated. Admittedly, there was floods in the locality during that period, and admittedly also there was crop failure in the area for which the General Insurance Corporation of India paid 2,51,728.26 towards insurance of the society to the ASCA Central Cooperative Bank for adjustment of the amount in the loan accounts of the loanees. And it is apparent that the allegations against the accused persons in that by not crediting the insurance amount to the loan amount of the loanees to the extent of 35,765.97. This is that part. And they committed misappropriation thereof. In this direction, this is important. The evidence is not at all specific, and as a matter of fact, the then branch manager of Saradaga branch of
Seragoda branch.
ASCA Central Cooperative Bank. This is important. PW6 stated that the transaction in respect of that insurance amount of rupees 2,51,728, which was received by the society from the General Insurance Corporation of India to Odisha State Cooperative Bank, Bhubaneswar Central Cooperative Bank, ASCA, was a non-cash transaction. This is important notes.
Yes.
Because the element of entrustment is a very important factor with regard to the allegation of misappropriation, whether that particular cash is entrusted or not. But in fact, the transaction was a non-cash transaction.
It was a banking transaction.
Correct, notes. And that out of the amount of rupees 1,83,000 to the plus so and so lots. Let's just keep out all the thing. Let's
So 2,07,000. No, that is important because 2,07,840 has been duly adjusted to the loan account of the loanees.
Correct.
General insurance milila. Remaining account kon hela? Tapare page 19, please carry on reading. Just continue further.
So for the remaining amount of rupees 43,887.56 is concerned, his evidence doesn't show any light in specific terms at all. And there is also nothing in his evidence to indicate the specific terms that the accused persons misappropriated either the said amount of rupees 43,887 as calculated above or 35,765.76 are charged against them. Rather, it is the evidence of direct
Das ko basis re lodge kole FIR.
Now,
report can prosecution
on the basis of audit report. Let's turn to the exact findings notes. Paragraph 13 in the judgment. That the basis of this entire case prosecution pertains to the audit reports. Did you also get that paragraph 13 minutes?
Page?
In fact, running page of judgment is 15 minutes.
Yes, it is in the evidence.
Yes, not. It is the evidence of the IO W20 that he relied upon audit / special audit reports by exam 17 and 18 during the investigation.
So that point is well taken. But why, without looking at the account, he went to the audit report? That I am unable to understand.
That is the basis of the entire prosecution. Also, you can say, what are the infirmities notes? The auditor concerned has not been examined. Has not been. The auditor, they rely on the audit reports. The auditor concerned has not been examined in the court, and it's therefore follow that the contents of the audit reports have not been proof at all. The specific audit report by Exhibit 18 is a psychostat's copy without the signature auditor. No authentication is there.
The other part is that, Mr. Das, they presented the best evidence. Bank account details. So bank account details should have shown something misappropriation.
If you also turn to the next page.
It is neither here anyway. So there's not a fit case to grant leave.
Yeah, let's turn to next page. Next page.
Yes.
I'm placing the fourth line.
Yes.
It is proof, facts, and circumstances.
This
court, therefore, is the considered opinion that the allegation of misappropriation has not been specifically mentioned either in the audit reports, in the evidence of the bank manager PW6, in the evidence of successor secretaries, and so on. Let's turn to the para 14. This is also important because here the entrustment fact is there. The law is well settled that in a charge of misappropriation, the fact of entrustment as well as the fact of misappropriation are required to be proved by evidence and record beyond reasonable doubt. Here is this case, as already discussed in the following paragraphs. The alleged transaction being stated to be a paper transaction, online notes, only between, not online, in fact, it's a non-cash transaction, only between the insurance company society and the fact of entrustment of any such amount with any or both of the accused persons, it is proof beyond reasonable doubt. So entrustment element is the foundation on which the allegation of misappropriation could have been proved, Lords. Let's turn to the next page. The resultant conclusion cannot be anything other than only that when the entrustment failed, the allegation of misappropriation has also failed.
Once, with greatest of respect, Mr. Das, once the trial court found the account, then it should not have proceeded further.
Yeah.
Because let us assume the auditor is examined. He says that I found out this amount. Then what is the primary evidence? Bank account. The entire transaction received from the General Insurance Corporation of India, received in the state cooperative bank, is the basis of the entire transaction.
The allegation was also very specific also. And to what extent?
Assuming even, so I think the learned court should not have proceeded further once the bank account gets satisfied, and apart that, 35,000 something is left. After that 2,80,000. So even suppose that has been withdrawn or something.
And there are two accused persons. What is the exact factum of that misappropriated money by this person and other thing attributed to other person? That was also not
maybe Mr. Das, there was a hue public and public opinion. There's some hue and cry. They simply audited and entrusted to the
correct.
So because if you go through the CVC guidelines, these kind of investigations should not be conducted. I'm not talking about the vigilance. Because you are now the best.
In fact, the allegations be more specific.
As far as the NCRB reports to Odisha Vigilance is because your hands are full. There is dearth of officers to investigate real cases.
And in fact, this is
to
the
pacify
case.
somebody. When it is a voice to pacify somebody, and the details are not collected. Suppose let us assume they have done something. They are let off. Once actually କରିଥିଲେ without gathering that, I'm simply କହିଲେ ଯେ ସେମାନେ they say that they have taken away the insurance money, and insurance money, in fact, quite since long, insurance is not handling in cash. This is a matter of which year? 1990. Then also it was not handled in cash. Insurance money is never paid in cash. It is directly by banking transaction to the to the account.
That apart, unless until we come up with a specific materials on records that factum of entrustment is there, misappropriation allegation cannot stand.
Sir, who was interested? It is account held by somebody. He has to withdraw that amount.
No, and what is the factum of exact entrustment of this accused? Another accused also there. To what extent they are?
The standing counsel for the state, opposite party blank. The petition has been filed seeking leave under so and so, challenging the order dated so and so, passed by so and so. The learned standing counsel, with much emphasis, submitted that in the facts and circumstances of the case, particularly the evidence adduced by the prosecution before the trial court, the case is fit for grant of leave to appeal against the order of acquittal. The order of acquittal dated so and so, passed in so and so, was after both the opposite parties stood trial under section 409/471/477-A, read with section 34 of IPC, and under section 13(2), read with section 13(1)(C) of the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 for misappropriating the society funds of rupees 35,765.97. The learned standing counsel, however, very fairly submits that while considering the prayer to grant leave, this court has only the scope to examine the materials already on record, and not anything else can be argued or placed on record on behalf of the prosecution other than that is already on record. In view of the submissions of the learned counsel for the learned standing counsel, the court has gone through the judgment, which in fact has dealt in detail the materials produced by the prosecution in the form of deposition of prosecution witnesses and other material objects. comma, oblique documents. But it would be pertinent to refer to paragraph. Mr. Das, please, upon you start kale kotu, page 12, para 12.
Page para 12 notes at
Pertinent to para 12 of the judgment. Which is reproduced herein. Judgment passed by the trial court for convenience of reference. PW6, the bank manager, in his statement doesn't allege any misappropriation against the accused persons, who are the president and the secretary of the concerned, that is a society or a bank?
society notes under the ASCA Cooperative Bank.
Which is a society.
Service Society. Service Cooperative Society.
Service Cooperative Society. Further, the IO into bracket PW20 presented altogether a different version of his investigation regarding misappropriation, as he has stated that he has not referred to the banking transaction and oblique or the details received from the bank, but relied on the
Exhibit 17 and 18.
the audit report into bracket Exhibit 17, which was not proved in as much as the author of the report was not examined or was a charge sheeted witness. The charge sheeted witness thile ki na semti kichi nahi jana paduni.
But without any signature, the auditors.
Charge sheeted witness. Further, the Lorette Court has given a categorical finding that the report was in the cyclostyle format without any signature of the author of the report. In view of the above discussions, this court is not inclined to grant leave to appeal in the present case, and it stands disposed of. Yes.
Item 27.
Petitioner, none. Mr. S.S. Mahapatra, AAC for the state. None appears for the petitioner. I'm sorry. आपण जोड़ा कहिबे ना मेंशन करथिले बोले मु आपण एमती कोन मोर मन रहि जाउची. Mr. K.C. Lenka on behalf of Suryakanta Dibedi for the petitioner, Mr. S.S. Mahapatra, additional standing counsel, Lorette counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to advance arguments as spread for list on 18/1/2024. Further accommodation kar debe. Yes, next.
28.
My lord, this is a transport brief case.
Your name, sir?
Satyavat Sahu.
Suchit Kumar Naik is no more there
No, sir.
in the brief as a counsel.
Even no objection, my lord.
Mr. कौन लिख ले अपन नाटा kindly just repeat your name.
Satyabrat Sahu.
Mr. Satyabrata Sahu on behalf of the petitioner Mr. S.S. Mahapatra, Additional Standing Counsel. The learned Mr. Sahu, learned counsel, who appears for the petitioner today when the matter is called, submits that he has instructions to appear on behalf of the petitioner after the learned counsel who was appearing earlier has retired from the brief, and shall file wakalatnama within how much time will file the wakalatnama?
My lord, next week.
Within 3 days, within 3 working days. Let name of Mr. Satyabrata Sahu be indicated in the cause list as well as the case brief. Name of the learned counsel who were appearing earlier shall be deleted. Yes, next.
Obligement.
केबे चाहुंचंदी आज्ञा?
After vacation.
As prayed for by the learned counsel for the petitioner list on 11/1/2024.
Obligement.
Yes, please.
29.
Item 29.
Yes, Mr. S.K. Joshi for the petitioner, Mr. S.S. Mahapatra, AAC for the state, Mr. R.K. Naik for the informant, oblique victim. Sir, you are through legal aid, sir. Mr. Naik,
Yeah, please, your lordship. Yes, sir.
you are through legal aid.
Through DLSA, I have sir.
The learned counsel for the informant, oblique victim, having been engaged through the legal aid DLSA, Kalahandi,
Sir.
being present at the virtual court, Odisha High Court, Kalahandi at Bhavani Patna, addresses arguments. Yes. What do you say, sir?
Yes, sir. Here, the petition in custody is in 2/7/2023. Well.
Yes.
Here, date of occurrence is 25/6/2023. And
So let me go through the statement.
I have, my lord. This is 164 statement.
Date of birth kete?
Leading
mate statement padi kohantuni. The question is very specific. What is the overt act attributed to se kono kale jota ki how he participated?
My lord, petitioner number 1 stated that ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତଣ୍ଟିଟାକୁ ଚିପିଲି ଡିସିଜ୍ଡ ର ଏ ସେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଡଟାକୁ ଧରିଲା ବୋଲି
Then active participation.
They active participation.
You see, it is so crucial. Then he could have survived. He could have wriggled out of the grip of the assailant. It is good that you are understanding and you are preparing, reading the brief. You maintain that. Whatever may be the result, you are able to understand the question of the court. That you do. So if you want to, because of his serious health condition, if you want to file interim bail, then you have to file that bail, and because I am not granting bail without a petition being moved.
My lord, they are not providing us that medical report or anything, my lord, document.
I think they are not under the obligation. So I am getting it. They are not under obligation to provide the details, those details. But I don't know if you can apply in RTI or something, they can provide you. Because you are the immediate family member.
My lord, but se कहउछन जे हमें लोअर कोर्ट काउंसिल को दो काउंसिल कहला बेलू कहउछन नहीं घर लोक दो एमत करी my lord, trial has not yet commenced.
कितने बयस की petition number 1 को?
25 years.
Very young. Petition number 2 43.
24.
24. Both are very young.
So for supplying of ganja, they took some. No, my lord.
Deceased is
deceased supplier even टंका नहीं थला.
They have taken money from the deceased.
देले नहीं ताको मार देले.
My lord, देले पैसा.
Ganja peddler has equal right to life. His life can be taken only by the due process of law. Unfortunate. Mr. Mahapatra,
My lord.
କେବେ ଆଣିବା ବିଫୋର ଭେକେସନ ଆସୁ
Yes, yes, my lord. Lordship kindly have a
19 ତାରିଖ 19 12
21st.
21
21.
21 12 yes circumstantial evidence କଣ ଅଛି ନା ଆଇ ୱିଟନେସ୍
Leading to discovery and my lord, the confessional statement as well as CDRs, my lord, the report of CDR.
ଆଚ୍ଛା
That corroborates, my lord, the transaction he had made. The peddlers. My lord,
ରିଗାର୍ଡିଂ କ୍ରାଇମ ସେ କ୍ରାଇମ ସିନ୍ ରେ ଥିଲେ
yes, yes.
ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଲୋକେସନ ଦେଖାଯିବ
Location has been found out. My lord, the deceased is a man of UP. He is also a gay of 25 years. My lord, he came there for this transaction. My lord, I was going through the case diary. I found, my lord, in the young masses, this is going on because he is coming from UP without informing his parents for transaction of ganja.
Ardat Pradhan on behalf of SP Das for the petitioner. ଆପଣ ଏଟା କଣ ଏନଡିପିଏସ୍ ବୋଲି ଆର୍ଜନ କରିଦେଲେ କି ସେତେ କଣ ଅଛି
ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନାହିଁ ସେ ନାହାନ୍ତି ବାହାରକୁ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ତ ଜାଣିନି
700 kg.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ସେଇଟା
7 quintals.
Mr. S.S. Mahapatra, ASC for the state. The learned adjournment is sought for on behalf of the learned counsel for the petitioner to advance arguments. After vacation,
Yes, sir.
list on 18/1/2024 to grant further opportunity. Learned ASC submits that he has received up-to-date
Yes,
case
yes,
diary. Reiterates that case diary is available. Next, please.
32.
Please. Last occasion, my lord, file affidavit, further affidavit. The affidavit, पूर्व जो affidavit दिया था PS case number लिखा ना था, अदर PS case number already PS case
Affidavit dated, sir?
आइए
Affidavit तारीख कितने
16/11/23 पूर्व जो affidavit फाइल ହେଇଥିଲା ତାଦର ଆଜ୍ଞା PS case number ଲେଖା ନଥିଲା ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଅକେଜନ କହିଥିଲେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ PS case number ଟା ତାର ଅଦର ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି PS case number 239/2004
ଏଥର ବି ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଲେନି
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଅଛି ନା
ଯୋଉଟା ଆପିଲ ପେଣ୍ଡିଂ ଅଛି ଆପଣ କ୍ରିମିନାଲ PS କେସ୍ ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି ସେଥିରେ ତ ଇଜିଲି ଜଣା ପଡିଯିବ
ନାଇଁ ଏ ଯୋଉ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଏ ଯୋଉ 16/11/23 ରେ ଯୋଉ affidavit ଫାଇଲ ହେଲା ତାଦର ଆଜ୍ଞା ରହିଛି PS case number ପାରା 3 ରେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଦେଖିବେ
ପାରା 4 ରେ ଆଜ୍ଞା
Para 4. Yes, ma'am.
3 4 under section 498 4DP Act. In this case, he has a religion bail. Criminal appeal number of 477/2010 by this honorable court. He has already religion bail.
PS କେସ୍ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ପରା କାଇଁ
Court ରହିଛି
ପାରା 4 ରେ PS କେସ୍ ନମ୍ବର କାଇଁ ପାରା 4 ରେ ଆରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଆସୋସିଏଟ ବି ବଢିଆ ଆପଣ ପେଜ ଉଲ୍ଟେଇ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳକୁ
ନାଇଁ
ପାରା 4 ରେ PS କେସ୍ ନମ୍ବର କାଇଁ
ପାରା 3 ରେ ଆଜ୍ଞା
4 ରେ ଯୋଉ କେସ୍ ରେ ଆପଣ ଆପିଲ ଫାଇଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି 498A ରେ କନଭିକ୍ସନ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ
ନାଇଁ ପାରା 3 ରେ kindly see ପାରା 3 ରେ that my husband is involved another
ଆରେ ଆପଣ ମତେ ପଢାନ୍ତୁନି ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ କଣ ଏତେ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ ଆସିଛି ଆପଣ ମତେ ଆନ୍ସର ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ପାରା 4 ରେ ଯୋଉ 498 କେସ୍ ରେ ଆପଣ ଆପିଲ ଫାଇଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସଜା ହେଇଗଲା ପରେ PS କେସ୍ ନମ୍ବର କେତେ ସେ ଆନ୍ସର ଦେବେ କେତେ PS କେସ୍ ନମ୍ବର
4 ରେ ଲେଖା ହେଇନି ଏଟା 3 ରେ ଅଛି ସେଇ
ମନା କଲେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି PS କେସ୍ ନମ୍ବର କେତେ କହିବେନି ସେଇଟା
239/2010
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା କେତେ ସମୟ ଲାଗୁଛି ଆପଣ ତ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ରୁ ସେଇଟା ଆନ୍ସର ଦେଇଥାନ୍ତେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ସେଇ PS କେସ୍ ନମ୍ବର
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ସେ ଗୋଟେ PS କେସ୍
ଆଜ୍ଞା
This is in sync with your instruction.
Yes, ma'am. That is.
Yes. Now what do you say?
My lord, of the other 3 accused person religion bail by this honorable court.
हाँ एथिरे तांका फैमिली मेंबर रहिबे दीटा लोकल सिक्योरिटी और फैमिली मेंबर रहिबे सिक्योरिटी अदर जोटे रिलीज हेले को ऑर्डर रे
bail number 8976 by 2023
अरे आपनकर सेटा एथिरे कोठी रेफर हेची बा कोठी मो पाइबी पिटिशन रे अछि सर
अछि
कोन आंदी पेज कोन आंदी
Petition and
हैं
I have already filed xerox copy of the
ସେ ଆପଣ ହବନି ଆପଣ
କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଦାଦା?
ରେକର୍ଡରେ ଅଛି
ଆପଣ ବହୁତ ସିନିୟର ହେଇଗଲେଣି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ହବନି ମତେ
Already
ଯାହା ମାନେ ଏଠି ବି ଇନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ ନ ନେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆର୍ଗୁମେଣ୍ଟ ହଉନି ଆପଣ ମିଲନ ଗାର୍ଡ ତ ବି ଏମିତି ମିଲନ ଗାର୍ଡ ସେଥିରେ ଥିଲେ ଇନଫରମାଣ୍ଟ ପାଇଁ ସିଏ ବି ଏମିତି ଆର୍ଗୁମେଣ୍ଟ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି
କୋର୍ଟ ରେକର୍ଡରେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଭେଲେବୁଲ ଅଛି ଅଲରେଡି ଟୁ ଆକ୍ୟୁଜ
କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଥିଲେ ତ ସେ ଦେଇଦେବେ ମତେ ଆଣିକି ରେକର୍ଡ କଲ୍ ଫର ହେଇଛି
My lord, I have already filed before this honorable court a
ଟିକେ ରହିଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ଦି ଜଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଆସିଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କେତେ ସିନିୟର ହେଇଗଲେଣି ଜଣେ ବାଁ ପଟେ ଜଣେ ଡାହାଣ ପଟେ
already ସେ convicted ବହୁତ ଦିନ
ସେଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ପଚାରିଲି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଅଲରେଡି ଫାଇଲ ହେଇଛି ଅଲରେଡି ମୁଁ ଅଛି କୋଉଠି ପେଜ ପଚାରିଲି ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ଆଉ ବେଷ୍ଟ ହଉଛି ଲିଷ୍ଟ କୁ ଅନେଇବେ ଲିଷ୍ଟ କୁ ଅନାନ୍ତୁ ଲିଷ୍ଟରେ ଅଛି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ କାହିଁ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି କାହିଁକି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଦି ଜଣ ଆସୋସିଏଟ ସେମାନେ ବି ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଦେଖିବେନି କଣ କିଛି ତ ସରିନି ତ ଆରମ୍ଭ ବି ହେଇନି ସରିଲା କୋଉଠି ୟୁଆର ମିଷ୍ଟର ଜେ ସାହୁ ପାଇଲେ ଲିଷ୍ଟରେ ପାଇଲେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ପାଇଲେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଫ୍ଲାଗ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଜି ଆପଣ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ତ ଠିକ ଅଛି ୟୁଆର ମିଷ୍ଟର ସାହୁ ଜେ ସାହୁ
ନିତ୍ୟାନନ୍ଦ ପଣ୍ଡା
ମିଷ୍ଟର ନିତ୍ୟାନନ୍ଦ ଆରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ତ ପାୱାର ବୋଧେ ନାହିଁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଅଛି
ମିଷ୍ଟର ନିତ୍ୟାନନ୍ଦ ପଣ୍ଡା ଫର ଦ ପିଟିସନର along with Miss C. Raut for Miss C. Raut. Mr.
Kindly note my objection to his bail application. My lord, he has been identified by the injured, my lord, while firing at the two injured. There are two injured, my lord, and recovery.
I think that was this firing incident was also noticed in that connected bail matter.
My lord, that is my objection. My lord, with regard to recovery of contraband gun from his possession, as well as my lord, the he sustained the sustained injury on his leg.
Health condition
is okay, my lord. Today I received instruction from the. There were, my lord.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସେ ଏରିଆର ଲୋକ
ନା
ଆପଣ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ସେ ଏରିଆର ଲୋକ ନା କଣ
ନା ସାର୍
ଏଟା engaged brief the learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is in custody since serious हुँतो आज्ञा since
18/6/2023
18/6/2023 in the meanwhile the final prosecution report has been submitted on
Sorry, my lord. Charge sheet filed.
ଆପଣ ତିନି ଜଣ ଆସିଷ୍ଟ କଲେଣି ଆପଣ ଦି ଜଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆଡିସନାଲ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡିଂ କାଉନସିଲ final prosecution report is submitted
on 25/10/2023.
25/10/2023 considering the period of incarceration the petitioner may be shown indulgence as far as prayer for bail is concerned. Para, it is further submitted that the co-accused in the self-same affair have been granted bail, that is by order dated 5/10/2023 passed in BL APL number 8976 of 2023 ब्रैकेट रे पार्टी ना भी लिख देबे गुल्लो alias प्रभात कुमार मार्था वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ ओडिशा से आपण एटा ठीक लिखछन त आपण जो प्रकार जाउछन मतलब भूल भाल ऑर्डर हे जो फार लास्ट रिपोर्ट टू कैंसिलेशन
ठीक है सर
ठीक अछि सर ठीक अछि and BL APL number 8822 of 2023 अमित कुमार मार्था वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ ओडिशा फ्लैग रू देखि लिख देबे पारा the learned additional standing counsel referring to the materials on record materials contained in the case diary produced by the investigating agency the nature of allegation and referring to the past allegations against the petitioner and the fact that the allegation against the petitioner is that he fired the bullet and the gun was seized from him.
Yes, my lord. One was 6 and he has
From
been
him?
identified by in TI parade. My lord.
And he was identified in TI parade, opposes the prayer for bail. ବୟସ କେତେ ହେଲାଣି ୟାଙ୍କୁ? ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କୋର୍ଟ ଆସିଷ୍ଟ କରିବେ। ଠିକ ଅଛି।
47.
47 man.
ଆଉ ହେବେନି ଆଉ।
एक सेमी पर्सन
କଣ ଲେଖିଲେ?
Well, the present petitioner is ex
Pay for bail. Having heard the learned counsel for the petitioner, the learned counsel for the learned additional standing counsel for the state, and considering the material and record, as well as the earlier orders passed by this court in BL appeal number 8 and BL appeal number 8, the court is inclined to grant bail to the petitioner, subject to the stringent terms and conditions that would be imposed for grant of bail by the learned court in season of the matter, which shall also contain the conditions that सेटा पूरा लिस्ट कर देबे तिला पूरा ताधर मु जोडा सी कर देबे इतरे फैमिली मेंबर रहबे तांकर सिक्योरिटी ता छडा जा कंडीशन रहबे प्लस अदर स्ट्रिंजेंट कंडीशंस yes disposed of accordingly. Yes, next. 33.
Let's say praying for some time to remove the defects.
Mr. Simpson Jena on behalf of SIM MP no Simpson SIMSON.
Yes, let's say
Simpson Jena on behalf of PS Naik for the petitioner. Mr. You are Jena for the petitioner. Now, who is on record? P. Parthasarathi Naik is on record.
You are Jena.
You are Jena for the petitioner. Opposite party blank. The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks further accommodation to comply with the defect pointed by the SR. To file the receipt to file the receipt indicating payment of rupees 50, cost of rupees 50 to OP number 1 as prayed for 2 weeks time granted. List after SR, list after further SR kar diyo. Yes, 34.
Much obliged.
Yes, please. Next.
34. 34, my lord. State has filed.
You are there for the opposite party.
Yes.
I am for opposite party number 2, my lord.
2. Copy has been served.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. S.S. Mahapatra AC for the state. You are Mr. Parikshit Panda.
I am Mr. M.K. Panda.
Mr. M.K. Panda for OP number 2. OP1 none, OP3 none. Service copy service
has been whether notice has been sufficient to the opposite partner 1 and 3 or not, because PK Maharaj was appearing and now he is in state panel.
ଆଉ କିଛି
friend is appearing
opposite party के ऊपर से जणों पे appear करछथि.
My lord.
Noting is that copy of the limitation petition not served.
Yes, my lord. That is my lord. Friend
is जो अन्य माने जे अछंदी एके पात्र टी मल्लिक पीबी सेनापति परीक्षित पंडा.
Parikshit Panda is my senior.
आपनकर दुई आपनकर. The learned additional standing counsel seeks accommodation to verify if any learned counsel has appeared. Verify through his office if any learned counsel has appeared for the opposite parties, and steps shall be taken for service of the copy. Upon file copy achi for service of the copy of the limitation petition and the opposite parties 1 and 3. Prove their counsel if they have already entered appearance. नॉले सेटा आपण मेमो फाइल कर दियंतु जे के नांती आमे नोटिस करियो.
Notice कर दिलो.
एटा आफ्टर
vacation में issue notice apres. Otherwise
the learned counsel for the काटी दियंतु. The learned counsel for the state submits that in view of the non-appearance of the opposite party when the matter was last listed on opposite parties 1 and 3. Mr. Panda, you are for 2.
2, my lord.
1 and 3. he may be granted leave to take notice afresh to opposite parties 1 and 2. No. I'm sorry, 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Prayer is allowed. Let notice be issued to opposite parties 1 and 3 by registered post with AD. Requisites be filed in for issuance of notice in the present correct address by registered post with AD within 4 weeks. List after SR.
35.
One second. Copy of the limitation petition has been served on the learned counsel for the OP number 2. Then 35. Petitioner none to grant further opportunity. List on 15/2. Defects be removed in the meantime. But date korantoni. Kaina se defect removal again after list of it by list after removal of defect. Defects be removed within 4 weeks. List after removal of defects.
36.
Same order. Petitioner none.
37.
One more chance, my lord.
Mr. D.K. Naik for the petitioner. State 37, Mr. Kanun Go. Mr. S.S. Kanun Go.
କପି ଦେବେ ଗୋଟେ କପି ବି ଦେବି କଣ କହିଲେ ସେ ତଳ ପଟ ଉଠିଲା ତ କିଛି ଅଛି ଲୋକ
Learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to obtain up-to-date instruction and advance arguments as prayed for after vacation. 19
meanwhile he may be directed to serve a copy.
The learned counsel for the petitioner shall serve another copy of the petition along with annexes on the learned AGA, on the learned counsel for the state.
Okay.
Yes. Within how much time, sir?
Tomorrow I will, sir.
Within 7 days. Yes.
38.
Petitioner none. None state Mr. S.S. Kanun Go AGA. None appears for the petitioner when the matter is called. Defects be removed within 4 weeks. Lift after a removal of defects.
39.
Petitioner none. Opposite party blank. To grant further opportunity. List on 12/2/2024. Yes, next.
Item 30.
Mr. Simpson Jenna. On behalf of U.R. Jenna for the petitioner. Mr. S.S. Kanun Go AGA for the state. The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to remove the defects as prayed for the 3 weeks time granted to remove the defects. List after removal of defects. Yes.
41.
Petitioner none. Opposite party blank. The learned counsel for the none appears for the petitioner when the matter is called to grant further opportunity. List on 13/2/2024.
42.
That is defect removal link. Further 4 weeks time granted to remove the defects. List after removal of defects. 41.
42 notice of delay condonation application being.
Just a second. 41 time.
I am bullying.
Defects. List after removal of defects. And compliance of the stamp report. Yes.
42.
Mr. S.S. Kanun Go AGA for the state. Limitation notices je appear korchen ta copy dele.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମତେ କିଏ ତ instead of giving requisites, filing requisites, I should be directed to serve copy, my lord. I will take a chance.
Se registry रे गोटे डायरेक्शन थिला वेरीफाई करिया पई.
ओहो
देशरे नोटिंग रे आसिन.
ନାଇଁ ମୋର
शक्ति सेनापति तो फोन नंबर दिया है
রিকুইজিট ফাইল করে দଉଛି যাও ওথা
better name. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the state, learned AG for the state, that since no one is appearing on behalf of the opposite party today and as well as when the matter was listed on 31/10/2023, he may be granted leave to take notice afresh. Prayer is allowed. Let notice be issued afresh to the opposite party by registered post with AD. In the limitation matter, requisites for issuance of notice be filed in the present correct address, indicating the present correct address within 4 weeks. List after SR.
43.
After vaccine, I have no instruction regarding whether he
Mr. S.K. Pradhan, Mr. S.K. Pradhan for the petitioner, Mr. S.S. Kanungo AG for the state. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he has no instructions, up-to-date instructions from the petitioner in the matter. The surrender certificate by the petitioner surrender certificate काय मागितले?
it is lordship, I have filed a miscase for bail as he is outside. Accordingly, the lordship directed me to surrender. Thereafter, granting bail.
को order टा
Step up to date order টা নাই।
তাহলে stay fine টা কাই stay ହେଲା ফেরে?
না সেটা সেটা রিয়েলাইজেশন অফ ফাইনটা সে স্টে ହେଇଛି, বাকি বেল ପାଇଁ ସେଟା
ମୁଁ ବୁଝି ପାଉନି purpose ଟା କଣ? ବେଲ ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଟ ହେଲାନି କିନ୍ତୁ ଫାଇନ ଟା stay ହେଇଗଲା.
ସ୍ଟେ ହେଲା ନା, ଯେହେତୁ ଇଏ କଷ୍ଟଡି ବାହାରେ ଥିଲା ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ବେଲ ଟାକୁ ଆଉ
କଷ୍ଟଡି ଭିତରେ ରହିବ ବୋଲି କିଛି ମାନେ ଅଛି କି? Did he violate any order to remain outside custody?
No.
He must have enjoyed bail.
At that time lordship he is not appeal bail ରେ ନଥିଲା ସେ, ଡିସ୍ପୋଜ ହେଲା ପରେ appeal bail ରେ ରହିବା କଥା 15 ଦିନ କି 20 ଦିନ ଯୋଉଟା।
Surrender certificate regarding surrender of the petitioner pursuant to order dated 14/7/2014 has not been filed. The court ରୁ ବି instruction ତ ମିଳିବନି କାରଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ instruction ନାହିଁ।
ରେକର୍ଡ ଟା ଯେହେତୁ କଲ୍ ଫର ହେଇଥିବ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ
କେମିତି ଜଣା ପଡିବ? The registry shall obtain up-to-date report from the learned court in session of the matter as to whether the petitioner had surrendered after conviction. କେତେ ବର୍ଷ ସଜା ହେଇଥିଲା କି?
3 years lordship।
ବିଲକୁଲ କୌଣସି ପିରିୟଡ ରେ ନଥିଲେ?
ନା ବେଲ ରେ ଥିଲେ, ଡ୍ୟୁରିଂ
କଷ୍ଟଡି ରେ କେତେ ଦିନ ଥିଲେ?
ସେଇଟା ମୋର instruction ନାହିଁ lordship।
ଲେଖିଥାଉ ସେ instruction of oblique report from the learned court in session of the matter regarding surrender of the petitioner. Yes. Yes, next.
44
The PC Das for the petitioner.
I will seeking some time.
The learned counsel for the petition on behalf of PC Jenna. For the petitioner, the learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to comply with the stamp report. How much time?
3 weeks time.
As prayed for, further 3 weeks time granted. Yes, next.
Obliged.
Yes, please. Mr. Simpson Jenna on behalf of Udit Ranjan Naik. Kuade gale Simpson Jenna paleini? No, none for the petitioner. Defects be removed as pointed by the SR be removed within 4 weeks. List after the removal of defects.
46.
In view of the non-appearance of the learned counsel for the petitioner, who unfortunately has passed away, this court by order dated 7/11/2023 directed for issuance of notice through the registry to the both the petitioners. Registry has filed the service return after valid service of the notice on the petitioner number 1 and 2. The said service returns have been enclosed, marked as flag A. Since no one is appearing today for the petitioners, to grant further opportunity, list on 15/2/2024. Registry shall verify if any learned counsel has entered appearance on behalf of the petitioners in the meantime. What best can be done, Mr. Kanungo? Notice is sufficient, still they are not appearing.
Once notice is sufficient, my lord, it has to be treated as not being pressed.
It can be, but let us wait.
Otherwise, what is the purpose? No, one more chance be given, no issues. Because the purpose of serving the notice was to secure their presence and to bring it to their notice.
Recently served ହେଇଛି.
I would a chance.
ହଁ ସେଟା ତ ହେଲା, but ତାପରେ ମତଲବ ଯେ
The consequences, it is to be treated as not being pressed.
not being pressed. Okay. Yes, next.
47.
None appears for the petitioner. When the matter is called, when the matter was last taken up on 13/11/2023, none had appeared and the following order was passed. Para. In view of the above, the petition stands disposed of. Here, repeatedly, no one is appearing. And they are not filing the petition.
Yes.
Yes, there is a noting that consolidated petition is to be filed.
It was to be filed.
So, yes. 48.
Not pressed.
You are Mr. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁଟା ସାର୍?
ଭବରଞ୍ଜନ କର।
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ କାଗଜ ଦେଇଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। Mr. Bhavaranjan Kara. For the petitioner, the learned counsel for the petitioner submits that as per instructions received, the petitioner doesn't want to press the petition. This, according to memo dated 7/12/2024 is taken on record, filed by the learned counsel for the petition taken on record. The petition stands disposed of. Next.
49.
My lord, I am for the petitioner. I am praying for 2 weeks time. As because file
For the opposing party,
has been misplaced, my
my
lord.
lord,
So,
your lordship may see, this is on limitation, your lordship had sent notice. This hanging of the Damoclean sword should fall someday.
Democracy to kichi no?
No, no. My lord,
It completely blunt without any sword or dhara nahi, kichi nahi.
my lord, that is very
Bhangi
dangerous.
jaichi.
My lord, that is very dangerous. That Damoclean sword should fall, either fall this way.
50 to 72, I will only take up the mentioned matters. It will be difficult to continue hearing. 57 Dakantu. They first mentioned the 57.
57.
Mr. P.K. Samantarai for the petitioner, Mr. Opposite party blank. Here state is not a party. 57 Ghanoshyam Pradhan Khali lekha hai.
That is not.
No, that is not.
Opposite party blank. Say 138 hitabo. Petitioner for the learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to obtain instruction and advance arguments. As prayed for, list on 22/24 to grant further opportunity. Yes, next.
63.
Mr. R.K. Mahapatra on behalf of R.N. Raut for the petitioner. 63, who is appearing?
63, my lord, I am there.
Mr. S.S. Kanungo, AGA for the state opposite party. S.S. Kanungo, OP1, OP2 blank.
OP1.
OP2 blank. The learned counsel for the adjournment is sought for on behalf of the learned counsel for the petitioner to advance arguments, obtain instruction and advance arguments. As prayed for, list on 21/2.
66.
Miss S. Panigrahi on behalf of D. Samal for on S. Panigrahi on behalf of the petitioner. 66 who is appearing?
66.
The learned counsel for the petitioner.
66 Mr. Naik.
Mr. Devashish Naik, AGA for the state. The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to obtain up-to-date instruction and advance arguments as prayed for. List on 19/2/24.
68.
Mr. Ashok Kumar Behra on behalf of Amitabh Tripathi for the petitioner. Mr. Standing Counsel for the state. The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation to obtain instruction and advance arguments as prayed for. List on 20/2/24. Yes. Pass over to kitchen. Thank you.